In a quiet village nestled between green hills lived a curious cat named Whisker. His sleek silver fur gleamed and his emerald eyes sparkled with excitement. Unlike other cats, Whisker craved adventure. The most mysterious place he hadn't yet explored was the Enchanted Forest, a place whispered about in the village, where magic ruled, and none who entered ever returned. Legends spoke of the Lost Kingdom of Elmswood, hidden deep within. Once a thriving realm, it had been cursed by a dark sorceress and sealed away. The prophecy said that a silver-furred hero would one day break the curse and restore Elmswood. Whisker felt destined for this adventure. One evening, a wise old owl named Orion visited Whisker. "Whisker, the time has come," Orion said. "Elmswood calls for a hero, and the prophecy points to you." Orion handed Whisker an ancient map that led to the heart of the Enchanted Forest, where Elmswood lay waiting. Into the Enchanted Forest. At dawn, Whisker entered the forest. Immediately, the air changed. Trees stretched impossibly high, twisting into strange shapes. Magic pulsed through the surroundings, and glowing flowers lit the path ahead. Whisker treaded carefully, his senses on high alert. The deeper he ventured, the darker and stranger the forest became. Strange sounds echoed from unseen places, and Whisker felt eyes watching him. Just when he thought he was alone, a sly fox named Flicker appeared, his orange fur shimmering in the dim light. "Well, if it isn't Whisker the Brave," Flicker said. "What brings you to the forest?" "I'm going to Elmswood," Whisker replied, "to break the curse." Flicker's eyes gleamed with interest. "Elmswood? That's a dangerous journey. Lucky for you, I know the way." Whisker hesitated. Flicker was known for his tricks, but Whisker knew he couldn't make the journey alone. "All right," he said cautiously, "but no tricks." Together, they ventured deeper into the forest, crossing enchanted rivers and passing ancient trees. Along the way, they encountered magical creatures, some friendly, others less so. But with Flicker's cleverness and Whisker's courage, they overcame every obstacle. The Whispering Swamp. After days of travel, they arrived at the Whispering Swamp. The air was thick with mist, and the ground squelched underfoot. A narrow, rickety bridge stretched across the swamp's murky waters, disappearing into the fog. "We have to cross," Flicker said, "but be careful, the swamp doesn't like intruders." As they stepped onto the bridge, eerie whispers grew louder. Suddenly, a massive serpent made of shadow and vines rose from the swamp, its glowing eyes locking onto Whisker. "Who dares enter my domain?" the serpent hissed. "I am Whisker," the cat answered. "I seek the Lost Kingdom of Elmswood." The serpent laughed. "Many have sought Elmswood, but none have succeeded. Answer my riddle, or be swallowed by the swamp." A stone tablet appeared on the far side of the bridge, with a riddle etched into its surface. "I speak without a mouth, and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" Whisker thought quickly, then answered confidently, "An echo." The serpent's eyes narrowed, but it slithered back into the swamp, defeated. "You may pass," it hissed before disappearing into the mist. The dark sorceress. With the swamp behind them, Whisker and Flicker pressed on, facing more challenges as they neared the heart of the forest. They navigated a maze of shifting trees, dodged enchanted traps, and outsmarted mischievous sprites, but nothing could stop them. At last, they reached the ruins of Elmswood. The once grand kingdom was now overgrown with vines, its towers crumbling. In the center stood a massive oak tree with glowing golden branches. Beneath it sat a stone throne with a single crown resting atop it. As Whisker approached the throne, a dark figure emerged from the shadows. Morwen, the sorceress who had cursed Elmswood. Her black cloak billowed as her cold eyes locked onto Whisker. "You think you can break my curse, little cat," she sneered. "Many have tried. All have failed." "I may be small," Whisker replied, "but I'm not afraid." Morwen raised her hands, dark magic swirling around her. Before she could strike, Whisker leaped forward and grabbed the crown. As soon as it touched his paws, the entire kingdom was engulfed in a brilliant golden light. Morwen screamed as the light shattered her magic, dissolving her into nothingness. The vines receded and the ruined towers rebuilt themselves. The lost kingdom of Elmswood was restored. The hero of Elmswood. As the light faded, the people of Elmswood, once trapped as trees and animals, returned to their true forms. They gathered around Whisker, cheering for their hero. Flicker grinned. "Well, Whisker, looks like you're the hero after all." Whisker smiled. "I couldn't have done it without you, Flicker." With the kingdom restored, Whisker and Flicker made their way back through the forest. The journey home was filled with laughter and the warmth of victory. Whisker knew that many more adventures awaited him. When they returned to the village, Whisker was no longer just a curious cat. He was a hero. His legend would be told for generations to come, and his adventures were far from over.